Alright.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Yeah, we know he's gonna find out eventually. Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room which is separate decay, avoid the turned over sarcophagi. Amid the turned over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further, if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Nerve just yet?
Lumos!
Find the relic.
Lumos!
Yeah, those castles over here cast with Capringo and spiders. You know, I'm just using the old-fashioned basic cast. Did he really try tunneling into the ground?
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. The rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Huh.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Incendio! Lumos.
Damn, we both said it in like simultation.
Rid the world of another spider.
Bro,
shall
chill.
sleep
I
better
fucking
tonight.
defeated it before you even fucking came down here. I was always actually assisting me instead of some other people.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
More spiders.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo!
Not collections, challenges is what I wanted to go to. So I gotta identify that in the requirement. No new faceware. Or at least no new good faceware anyway. Okay. Is that it just down here, or was that just the spiders?
Revelio.
God, this place is big.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outsiders.
Oops.
Seems odd. Revelio. There's something here by the altar.
Oops, again.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm surprised I knew what to do here.
Revelio.
I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay. Research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors, forgive me, that I used their very bones as a key. I plan to return it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperius curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio!
Bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to open this one. Simple.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio! Accio! We're in the tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Revelio!
Nothing up there.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
What bone structure? There we go.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Goddamn puns.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
How do you know about it?
Where did you learn the Imperius curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
I was gonna say, is he gonna pop up or am I just gonna sit here?
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Yeah, I'm curious. Damn, he had like a fucking machine gun blast there. What the fuck was that?
Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Alright, so
Wingardium Leviosa.
I gotta unlock the steps one and the circle in the middle with the 2 circles on top.
That worked. Keep going.
Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa.
And there's over here.
Revelio.
There's a chest over here for this one.
Revelio.
And steps, and looks almost like the water symbol from not the water symbol, the air symbol from Avatar.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Alright, here it goes. Trying this out again. Not that I like using unforgivable curses, but it's useful here. It also helps to have these seats under my belt. You know what? Ow. There we go.
For a moment, I thought that'd never end.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only wizardkind but the world. The dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic. Jesus.
Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
Of course, his ass is gonna take it.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must
Bro,
keep
what?
this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Ominous.
Is that ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
We're trying to get out of here this way.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance. That the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Sebastian, you're getting a little bit hostile there, buddy.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand.
Revelio.
Worrying all over again.
Confringo. I need to find a safe way across. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
Just any... What's for?
Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Confringo. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Reparo.
Guess I need. Guardian Leviosa 4 again.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius.
There we go.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Ow.
Capulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Okay, so I just made a giant loop. This is the way we gotta go.
Revelio.
The hell?
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Except you might be pursuing it a little bit too much. That's just my 2 cents, Sebastian.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Ah, shit. Defend
Feldcroft's in
Feldcroft from
trouble.
Renrock's
They're under
loyalist.
attack.
Let's hurry.
Let's get this over up wide, coming back this way.
Ow.
We have to fight.
That was close. Oh shit. Sebastian has to do it in the fucking open. Oh Jesus Christ.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
I'm level 29 now. So let's go ahead and see what talent points we have to spend. I like that, like a heat seeker almost. So I'll use that one. Looks like nothing higher gear-wise that I'm seeing. Yeah, 'cause they both dropped stuff. Okay.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Well, damn.
Wonder who lives here.
Birds of a feather. Let's go ahead and fast travel back towards there.
Pardon? Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat. Pleasure. At the moment, I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to find a particular Diricol.
Ah, yes, the magical bird. Can disappear when it senses danger.
Peculiar things, aren't they? Did you know that muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name. I'm worried about a large albino Diricol known as Gwynaira. She's a local legend, so of course poachers are after her. If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen. And I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
Seems you're more concerned with the feathers than the bird. But she'd be safer with you than with poachers.
Indeed. They'd pluck her feathers and likely kill her when they were through. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the Diricols don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
Can you tell me what the Diricol den looks like?
It's down by the shore, on a sort of overhanging cliff. You'll recognise it by all of the Diricols lolling about.
Why are you fixated on Gwynaira and not rescuing all the Diricols?
Gwynaira is special. She's more attractive to poachers with her lovely plumage. They'll try harder to take her. The other Diricols seem to have managed evading poachers quite well on their own.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white Diricol.
Oh, thank you. Those gorgeous feathers. Anne should be safe. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. I've only ever seen her at night. I do hope you're able to save her. Be prepared to chase her. I sometimes wonder if she actually enjoys the pursuit.
Go to the Diricol den at night. So it's a dance of time real quick.
I suppose I should watch for Gwynaira. At night, apparently. This must be the Dirical den that Miss Moffat told me about. Now where is Gwenira?
Is that her right there? Yep.
Oh, no, you don't. Revelio.
Gotcha.
Got her. Now I need to let Miss Moffat know.
That was pretty simple. I feel bad that I had to freeze the bird to keep it from escaping constantly, but
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Oh, hello. Any luck finding Gwenira?
Miss Moffat, I caught Gwenira.
That's incredible. Was it terribly difficult?
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing.
Don't be so humble about it. Well, may I have her now?
Of course.
Oh, you're too kind. She has such exquisite plumage. Oh, I shall make the finest attire from her feathers. And she'll have a good life too, of course. Ah. Thank you so much for bringing me Gwenira. I shall keep her safe and only use her feathers sparingly.
alright. Let us advance the time of day again. Let us fast travel over to Poppy and talk to her because we haven't done her mission in a bit.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in Plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Alright,
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
I hear it.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Probably wasn't gotten the chance to be collared because we've set her free. I don't know if they're like just in the midst of like capturing her or trying to secure her.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
There she is again. Repair her.
She's fantastic.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Nah. It's like, oh boy, it might be food to the dragon.
Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grapple.
Or just raring for a fight.
Wait, what was that?
There she comes.
draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep up. We've just got to get to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Maybe she hits a pattern.
Not a
That's
warm
not like
welcome.
constant change up.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. Look, underneath it. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Confringo. Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
She's back. Hey, look, we returned your dragon egg. Oh boy. I mean, at least she thanked us. Technically.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
All right. Now let's actually focus on another main story mission. We'll do the next one on the list, which is speaking to Amit. So let's go ahead and do that.